Hi, my name is Yusuf Omar. Well, I'm his voiceover guy actually, but he likes my voice, so I'm him for this video. This video is about brain loss. It's about dementia, brought on by insulin resistance and diabetes, and how it might be reversed using diet and exercise. Here's my story. My brain has been going downhill for the past few years. My short-term memory is getting worse. I find I'm losing the thread of complex conversations. My sense of where I am in time is also weakening, and I tend to drop things for no reason. It's been happening more and more. And at just 57, I'm just too young for all this. So I saw my doctor and got some blood work done, and the doc saw the results and said, I've got insulin resistance. It's also known as impaired glucose tolerance or the metabolic syndrome. My blood work tells me I'm pre-diabetic or even diabetic. Diabetes is where your blood sugar control goes out of whack. My fasting blood glucose was 117, which is in the pre-diabetic zone. But my hemoglobin A1C or HbA1c was 6.7%. And that makes me technically diabetic. Me? Diabetic? Holy moly, guacamole. Medical studies have recently revealed that elevated glucose levels kills neurons. A study in September 2012 said even a mild glucose elevation causes brain shrinkage in 60 to 64-year-olds. Whoa, that's almost me. Taking drugs for my condition never ever crossed my mind. Drugs only control symptoms, and poorly at that. They never cure. Even doctors say drugs are no better than placebos for diabetes, and that the only way to ensure future health is by exercise and diet. So I came up with my own 3-step plan to avoid sliding down that slippery slope to insulin-dependent diabetes and eventual vascular dementia. Step number 1. I bought a glucometer. It lets you read your own blood sugar levels. They're really inexpensive, easy to use, and virtually painless. I now take my fasting blood sugar level every morning. This gives me quick feedback as to whether what I'm doing is working or not. Step number 2. There are spices, herbs, and supplements that help with insulin resistance. I'm testing some of them, especially cinnamon. The effectiveness of supplements is increased in combination with the next step, number 3. Step number 3. Here's what I feel is the secret sauce to controlling insulin resistance. Aerobic interval training. It's a form of training where you do short bursts of intense exercise with short recovery periods in between. It can be applied to any aerobic activity like swimming, cycling, elliptical training, and so on. My choice is jogging. I do it by alternating periods of walking with jogging.
And here I go.
For my first set, I start jogging slowly. I always begin my sets at a low intensity, as it's important to warm up at the start. After a minute, I stop and walk. I'll wait for my pulse to recover. And when it does, I start the next set, and off I go again.
So here comes the second set.
I do about 6 of these sets, progressively increasing the intensity of each, so my ending sets are always at a higher intensity.
So here's another set.
At the end, I'm in full flight, sprinting in top gear. Here as best as I can with camera in hand. Aerobic interval training is the same technique that elite athletes use to get into top shape, but the same principle still works for those out of shape. The only difference is, and it's a real important one, you need to gradually build up the intensity. Take a few months to ramp it up. That way your body adapts and your patience will avoid self-injury. Here are my morning fasting blood glucose results over the past couple of weeks. I exercised on 4 occasions during this time. Notice my glucose levels drops the day after I exercise, and sometimes for 2 days after. Aerobic interval training looks promising at this early stage. I've only 2 weeks data here, really too short. It's not just me who's noticed the benefits of aerobic interval training, also known as high-intensity interval training. Medical studies show aerobic interval training to be more effective than steady-state exercise. For instance, a 2008 report in the journal Circulation said aerobic interval training was associated with the removal of risk factors that constitute the metabolic syndrome. And a diabetes handbook I have says the best form of exercise for preventing insulin-dependent diabetes is short intervals of moderate intensity exercise. I've only 2 weeks data here, really too short, but I made this video anyway, as I need it for a contest at learncamtasia.com. There you'll find the best training on the planet on how to make videos like this one. I'm one of their students. I wouldn't have made this video had it not been for the contest. Watch this space for updates to my data. Finally, I am not a doctor. This video is not medical advice. It's just my personal opinions, and I could be wrong. Diabetes is a serious and often intractable disease. Please consult your doctor for medical advice, especially before starting or changing your exercise program. Thanks for watching. I wish you the very best of good health and a long and happy life. Cheers!